Welcome to Bhakti Sangha Japa Conference. So today's class will be given by His Grace Adi Gadadhar Das Prabhuji on the topic of oceanic love of Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much for giving your valuable time and association this morning and enlightening us on this wonderful topic. Please take over the call now, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, dear Kaumadaki Mataji. And my gratitude to Priti Vilasini Mataji and Kirtida Sundari Mataji for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much, dear devotees. On behalf of Bhakti Sangha Japa Group, we welcome you all for this discussion on the oceanic love of our founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, on this very auspicious tithi of his Vyas Puja, his appearance day, and today is also Nanda Utsav. So we'll get started. I would like to sing one Ashtakam that has been written by a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. This is Sri Prabhupada Devashtakam by His Grace Kushakrath. Yes. Shri Shri Navadvipa Para Pradipaha Sandipyamanaha Satato Bhuviha Chetastamohanti Yasya Yatnan Namami Tam Shri Prabhupada Devam Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Prachodita Shri Vyasadya Kosham Kushalam Kripalu Sanmlechavagdesha Chaye Dadadyas Namami Tam Shri Prabhupada Devam Achadyate Yat Paratarka Drishya Govinda Mrityuj Valabhaskarena Advaiti Khadyota Kulam Jagatyam Namami Tam Shri Prabhupada Devam Yasyaiva Yatnena Purana Raja Ganga Malake Shavake Lihamsa Satstotra Ratna Vahati Haloke Namami Tam Shri Prabhupada Devam Shri Radhika Krishna Padaravinde Sahasrahityu Shatamandireshu Aropayadyo Madhure Prithivya Namami Tam Shri Prabhupada Devam Kaushalya Dairyasya Sahasra Shastra Shastrati Varshaye Pratihanyatehi Chanda Kalermoha Chamar Hatena Namami Tam Shri Prabhupada Devam Nana Lasad Gaura Sudha Prakasha Falakshitau Sthapitaye Vayena Krishnānucinta Janasangha Vrikshas Namami Tam Shri Prabhupada Devam Yo Nityadaji Vatidaivikishu Nijasu Shikshasu Sahanugami Kripam Budhirnanda Suta Shritatma Namami Tam Shri Prabhupada Devam. Translation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Because of his efforts, the eternal brilliant lamp of Navadvip, that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is now destroying the darkness of ignorance within the hearts of the living entities of this world. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, being especially ordered by Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And being very merciful, he placed in the Western countries where English and other degraded languages are spoken, the auspicious treasure house of devotional literature written by Srila Vyasdev, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj, and others. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Srila Prabhupada. Because of his expert logic, the brilliant sun of Lord Govinda's transcendental form is now illuminating this world and completely eclipsing the insignificant glowworms of the impersonalists. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Srila Prabhupada. Because of his efforts, the pure, crystal clear Ganga river of Srimad Bhagavatam, the king of Puranas, is now flowing all over the world. The pebbles in that river are the jewels of the pure devotees' prayers, and playing within its waters are the swans of Lord Keshava's pastimes. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Srila Prabhupada, who planted the charming lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna in hundreds of temples and thousands of hearts throughout the world. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Srila Prabhupada, showering thousands of arrows, which are his books. He has violently destroyed the fierce army of illusions presented by the age of Kali. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Srila Prabhupada. Upon this earth, he has planted the desire tree of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, whose many splendid fruits are the many different methods of distributing the nectarian message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And one of these many fruits is the Bhakti Sangha Japa group also. All the different platforms, different temples, different Harikathas, different speakers, different book distributors, different Harinam Sankirtan parties, different preachers and centers and temples and pujaris and cooks. These are all different methods of spreading the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through Krishna Prasad, through Rath Yatras, through deity darshans, through Harikatha, through Harinam Sankirtan, through book distribution. Every book that is distributed, every Harinam Sankirtan that is conducted in a public place, every satsang that is conducted where Harikatha is spoken to people, is distributing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. I'll read the meaning of the 7th verse again. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, Srila Abhayacharana Aravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, who upon this earth has planted the desire tree of ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, whose many splendid fruits are the many different methods of distributing the nectarian message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nana lasad gaura sudha prakasha phala kshitau sthapita eva yena Krishnānucinta jana sangha vrikshas namamitam Shri Prabhupada Devam. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Srila Prabhupada, who is like an ocean of mercy. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj named his offering to Srila Prabhupada, Ocean of Mercy. And the topic, therefore, for today's discussion is also Srila Prabhupada, who is the ocean of mercy, ocean of love. Srila Prabhupada is like ocean of mercy, and who has completely taken shelter of Lord Krishna, the transcendental son of Nanda Maharaj, because Srila Prabhupada appeared on Nandotsav, the day Nanda Maharaj was celebrating the appearance of Nandanandan Krishna. And Srila Prabhupada has taken complete shelter of Nanda Kumar Krishna with his body, mind and words. And Srila Prabhupada lives forever in his divine instructions. And those who follow those instructions live with Srila Prabhupada. This is a very beautiful sentence. I will repeat it. Srila Prabhupada lives in his instructions. Srila Prabhupada's instructions are not different from Srila Prabhupada. And the followers of Srila Prabhupada who follow those instructions, therefore, always live with Srila Prabhupada. They are never bereft of Srila Prabhupada association. Yo nityada jivati daivikishu nijasu shikshasu sahanugami kripam budhirnanda sutta shritatma namami tam Shri Prabhupada Devam. Srila Prabhupada is really an ocean of love, ocean of mercy. So let us chant our Mangalacharan prayers and then we'll begin. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamhyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Twise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So dear devotees, I would like to sing one bhajan that Srila Prabhupada has written. One of the qualities of a pure devotee is that a devotee is a kavi, a poet. And Srila Prabhupada has written a very beautiful bhajan on the Jaladuta ship, which is entitled Prayer to the Lotus Feet of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada can pray to the lotus feet of Sri Krishna because Srila Prabhupada has taken shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. He's called Prabhupada. Krishna is the Prabhu. And Srila Prabhupada has taken shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. Even Srila Prabhupada's birth name and his Diksha name also is Abhay Charan, which are the lotus feet of Krishna. Lotus feet of Krishna that award fearlessness to the devotees. And when Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, gave initiation to Abhay Charan, he became Abhay Charana Aravinda Das, the servant of the lotus feet of Krishna. which award all fearlessness to the devotees. So Srila Prabhupada is the right devotee to pray to the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Krishna Charanaраvinda is a lotus, is a prayer to the lotus feet of Krishna. And Srila Prabhupada writes, ए पुण्य करिबे जाबे राधा रानी खुशी हबे ध्रुवा अति बोली तोमाताय कृष्ण तब पुण्य हबे भाई. So Srila Prabhupada is praying to the lotus feet of Krishna, and Srila Prabhupada is telling Krishna, Krishna taba punya habe bhai. That Krishna, you will attain real happiness when your Radharani becomes pleased. And what will please Radharani? What will please Radharani? That Srila Prabhupada is revealing. Krishna will attain his happiness when Srimati Radharani becomes pleased. Because Krishna's happiness depends on Srimati Radharani's happiness. So Srila Prabhupada is clearly writing, E punya kori be jabe Radharani khushi habe dhruva ati boli tomata. Srila Prabhupada is addressing Krishna in this prayer because it is a prayer to Lord Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada is telling Krishna. Let us listen to what Srila Prabhupada wants to tell Krishna. Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Shachi Suta Priya Ati Krishna Sebai Jara Tulana. Se Mohanta Guru Jagate Madhe Guru Krishna Bhakti Deya Thai Tha. Srila Prabhupada is telling Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, my dear Krishna, as you know, Shri Siddhanta Saraswati, Shachi Suta Priyati, my spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, is very dear to the son of Shachi Mata, that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is you, Krishna, but with the mood of Srimati Radharani. Therefore, if you want Radharani to be happy, then please understand the mood of Sri Shachi Suta, which is Radha Bhav, and which is coming down in the Parampara through Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Shachi Suta Priya Ati Krishna Sebai Jara Tulana. No one can compare to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur when it comes to your service, my dear Krishna. Krishna Sebai Jara Tulana. There is no comparison. Advitiya. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's Krishna Seva is. Se Mohanta Guru Jagatera Madhe Uru Krishna Bhakti Deya Thai Tha. Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is very dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is a very great spiritual Mohanta Guru. And he has distributed Krishna Bhakti in many, many places throughout this world. Now, Srila Prabhupada continues his prayer to Krishna. Tara ichha balavana paschatyete thai thai hoye jate gaurangera naam. Prithivi te nagaradi asamudra nadanadi sakale loy Krishna naam. तारा इच्छा बलवान पाश्चात्य ते थान थान होए जाते गौरांगेर नाम. The desire of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is very balavan. Tara Ichha Balavan is very strong. The desire of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is very strong. And on the power of that desire, Paschat ete than than, hoi jate Gaurangera. Look at Srila Prabhupada's confidence. Srila Prabhupada wrote this on the Jaladuta ship, even before Srila Prabhupada had set foot on the American soil, even before Srila Prabhupada had set foot in the Western world. But look at Srila Prabhupada's confidence. He's saying, Tara Ichha Balavan. The desire of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is very strong. And on the strength of that desire, Paschatete Than Than Hoi Jate Gaurangera Naam. The name of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, to whom Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is very dear, that Gauranga Mahaprabhu's name will be chanted throughout the Western world. Hare Krishna. Not only that, Prithivite Nagaradi Asamudra Nadanadi Sakale Loy Krishna Naam. Very soon, all over this world, the prediction of Mahaprabhu will come true. पृथ्वीते अत्याचे नगर आदिग्राम सर्वत्र प्रचार हईबे मोरा नाम. That will come true. Srila Prabhupada writing. Prithivite nagar adi. On this earth, Prithvi, whatever towns and villages are there, whatever oceans and streams are there. Asamudra. Srila Prabhupada is in Samudra. He is in the ocean himself in a ship. Asamudra nada nadi. And whatever rivers and streams and oceans are there, Sakalai Loy Krishna Naam. The name of Krishna will be chanted everywhere. Everywhere. Tahale Ananda Hoy Tabe Hoy Digbijay Chaitanyera Kripa Atisha Maya Dushta Jata Dukhi Jagate Sabai Sukhi Vaishnavera Ichha Purna Ho. The topic for today's discussion is Srila Prabhupada's oceanic love. This is the verse, my dear friends. This is the verse that inspired me to choose this topic. Srila Prabhupada has written this beautiful verse with his own lotus hands, suffering from heart attacks, seasickness and vomiting, alone on that ship, not knowing what the future held. Ananda hoy. The mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will spread Ananda. Tabe hoy digvijay. And the mercy, the flood, the tsunami, the merciful flood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's love will conquer all directions. Digvijay. Chaitanya Kripa Atisha. Chaitanya Kripa will spread Ananda. And Chaitanya Kripa will conquer all directions. Digvijay. Tahale Ananda hoy tabe hoy Digvijay. Chaitanya Kripa Atisha. Maya Dushta Jata Dukhi Jagate Sabai Sukhi Vaishnavera Ichha Purna Ho. Maya Dushta Jata Dukhi Jagate Sabai Sukhi. All the living entities in this Dukhalayam Ashashvatam, who cannot cross beyond Maya. Daivi Yesha Gunamai Mama Maya Durattaya. Not able to cross over this Maya. And because of that, everyone is dukhi. Everyone is miserable and suffering. But all of them will become happy when they get Chaitanya Kripa. Jagate Sabai Sukhi. They will all become happy when they get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then what will happen? Vaishnavera ichha purna ho. When people who are suffering will become actually happy, then the Vaishnavas will become happy. Para sukha sukhi, para dukha dukhi. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and Srila Abhay Charanarvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada are para sukha sukhi and they are para dukha dukhi because they are Vaishnavas, genuine Vaishnavas. Vaishnavera ichha purna hoy. When everyone will become happy by Chaitanya Kripa. Se karja je kori bare agya jadi dilo more jogya nahi ati dinahi na. Tai se tomara kripa magite chi anurupa aji tumi sabara pravina. Srila Prabhupada has written this poem, this bhajan, addressed to Shri Krishna. Krishna, you will become happy if Radharani is happy. Radharani will be happy if the followers of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who are servants of Radha Bhav, like Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, if their desires are fulfilled. And what is their desire? That Chaitanya Kripa Atishoy. Chaitanya Kripa should spread everywhere. Chaitanya Kripa should conquer all the directions, Digvijay. And everyone should become happy in Krishna consciousness. This seva of spreading Chaitanya Kripa in Paschatya Desh, this karya has been given to me by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Our Srila Prabhupada is praying to Krishna that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has given this service to me to carry Chaitanya Kripa to the Western world. This is the karya. This is the service that has been given to me. Se karya je kori bare agya jadi dilo more. My Guru Maharaj, although he has given me this order that I should perform this service of taking Chaitanya Kripa to the Western world, Yogya nahi ati dinahi na. But I am not qualified. I am not worthy. Yogya nahi. Why? Because I am ati dinahi na. I am very fallen. I am very insignificant. I cannot do this service. So just see the sweetness, the utter sweetness of our Srila Prabhupada, whose Vyasa Puja we are celebrating today. Srila Prabhupada has received order from his Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And he considers himself unqualified, unfit, insignificant to fulfill those desires. But he wants to serve his Gurudev. So who does Srila Prabhupada turn to for help? Tumi Sabara Praveen, the most expert Lord Krishna. Srila Prabhupada is turning to Krishna for Krishna's help so that he can serve Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Can it get sweeter than this, my dear friends? On Jaladuta, Srila Prabhupada is praying to Krishna with chest pain, nausea, vomiting. That, hey Krishna, please help me so I can serve Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. Se karya je kori bare agya jadi dilo more jogya nahi ati dinahi na. Tai se tomara kripa magite chi anurupa aji tumi sabara pravina. Tai se tomara kripa. I am begging Krishna for your mercy. Magite chi anurupa. Begging for your mercy. That I may become worthy of performing service to my Gurudev. And I am begging you. Why? Because Krishna, you are Sabara Pravina. You are the most expert. You are the most expert. So Krishna, please help me so I can serve Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. If Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur will become happy, then Srimati Radharani will be pleased, because he is Varshabha Navi Devi Daita. He is the beloved servant of Srimati Radharani. And if Radharani is happy, then you will also be happy, Krishna. Tomara se shakti pele, guru se bae vastu mile, जीवन सार्थक जाति हो, से सेवा पाइले ताहले सुखी हाले, तब संग भाग्यते मिलो. Srila Prabhupada is saying, Tomara sa shakti pele guru sevaye vastu mile. Please give me the power. From you, Krishna, I can get the power to serve my Guru. And if I'm able to serve Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur nicely, successfully, then my life is successful. Jivana sarthaka jadi ho, se seva paile tahale sukhi hale, taba sanga bhagyate Milo. By serving Shri Guru, by pleasing Shri Guru, then I will get your association, Krishna. But without serving my Guru, how can I associate with you? Evam janam nipatitam prabhavahi kupe kama bhikama manuya prapatan prasanga kritvatmasat surashina bhagavan grihitaha soham katham nuvrishije tava bhritya sevan. Srila Prabhupada is now quoting a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 9th chapter, verse number 28. When Lord Brahma requested Prahlad Maharaj to offer prayers to Shri Narsimhadev Bhagavan, Prahlad Maharaj remembers with gratitude the mercy of his Guru Maharaj, Shri Narad Muni. How Shri Narad Muni had instructed Prahlad Maharaj in the womb of his mother Kayadha. It is because of the mercy of my spiritual master Shri Narad Muni that today Shri Narsimhadev is sitting on the throne in front of me, receiving my prayers. Evam janam nipatitam prabhavahi kupe kama bhikama manuya prapatan prasangat kritvatmasat surashina bhagavan grihita soham katham nuvrisije tava bhritya seva. How is it possible, my dear Narsimhadev Bhagwan, Vrishije tava bhritya seva, for me to give up the service of your servant Narad Muni? Because, my dear Supreme Personality of Godhead Shri Narsimhadev, because of my association with material desires, one after the another, I was gradually falling into a coupe, into a blind well filled with snakes. Just like the general population, I was falling down in ignorance. But your servant Narad Muni accepted me as his disciple and instructed me on how to achieve this transcendental position. How can I give up his service? So in that same mood, Srila Prabhupada is saying, I cannot serve you without serving my spiritual master. Service to my spiritual master is what will give me your association, Krishna. So I just want to serve my spiritual master. Tumi mora chira sathi भूलिया मायार लाथी खाइयाची जन्म जन्मांतरे आजी पुना एसु योगा जदि होए योगा योगा तुबे पारी तुहे मिलिबारे तुमी मोर चिर साथी. Oh my dear Krishna, you are my eternal associate. I am your eternal associate. तुम्ही मोर चिर साथी, but भूलिया मायार लाथी खाई याची जन्म जन्मांतर. Of course, Srila Prabhupada is taking our position here. Srila Prabhupada is not a conditioned soul, but he is taking the position of us conditioned souls and saying, because of forgetting you, Krishna, we are being kicked by Maya. Bhuliya, Krishna Bhuliya, Maya Lathi Khai. We are being kicked, we are receiving the kicks of Maya, Janma Janmantare, birth after birth. Aji Puna Eyu Suyoga, Jadi Hoe Yoga Yoga, Tube Pari Tuhe Milibari. But if you are merciful, then I will be able to reunite with you very soon. Tomara milane bhai, abara se sukha pai, gochara घुरी दीना भो. Kata bane chuta chuti, bane खाए लुटा फूटी, sei dina kabe kabe mo. Tomara milane bhai. And then once I'm in your company, once I'm in your association, my dear Krishna, abara se sukha pai. I will again be very happy. And gochara ne ghuri dina bhor. In the early morning, I will go with you in the pasture grounds, in the fields, for gochara and lila. Kata bane chuta chuti, bane khai luta puti. And running and frolicking in the many forests of Vrindavan, Bane, forests of Vrindavan. We will have fun and frolic in spiritual ecstasy. Oh, when will that day be mine? Sei dina kabe kabe mo. Aji se subidhane tomara smarana bhela. Baro asha dakilam tan. Ami tomar nitya dasa tai kori etasha. Tumi bina anya gati na. My dear Krishna, today I am remembering you very intensely. Tomara smarana. And I am having Boro Asha Dakilam. I am calling you with great longing today. Knowing that Ami Tomar Nityadas, Jivara Sarupa Krishnera Nityadas, Gopi Bhartu Pada Kamalavata Hasta Sanudas. Ami Tomar Nityadas. My dear Krishna, I am your eternal servant. Tai Kori Etash. And I am only making this one request to you. Tumi bina anya gati na. Tumi bina anya gati nai is synonymous, my dear friends, with Radha Krishna Prana Mora Yugala Kisho Jivane Marane Gati Aranahi Mo. Or Mat Prananathas Sa Eva Napara. Or Vrindavaneshwari Radha Krishno Vrindavaneshwaraha Jivane Nidhane Nityam Radha Krishna Gatir Mama. Tuma bina anya gati nai. Same, synonymous. What Srila Jiva Goswami wrote in Yugalashtakam, what Srila Narottam Das Thakur wrote in his Prarthana, what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Radha Bhav spoke in the 8th verse of Shikshashtakam, Mat Prananathastu Sayeva Napara. This prayer is similar. Tumi bina anya gati na. This is Srila Prabhupada's heart, my dear friends. He is pained to see us suffer in ignorance in this material world. And he wants all of us to be happy. And that's why Gaura Vani Prachari. Chaitanyera Kripa Atisha. He wants to give us Chaitanya Kripa through Chaitanya Vani, through Vishuddha Chaitanya Vani, the very pure Chaitanya Vani, Gaura Vani Pracharine. He wants to preach to make us happy. Srila Prabhupada doesn't want to preach to become the founder Acharya. Srila Prabhupada doesn't want to preach to become Jagat Guru. Srila Prabhupada doesn't want to preach to get money or followers. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadishakam. Mama janmani janmanishware bhavatad bhakti rahaytuki. Srila Prabhupada is practicing ahaytuki bhakti, Shuddha bhakti, Uttama bhakti. And he wants to give that to all of us. Knowing that that is the only thing that can satisfy the soul. Savaya pumsam paro dharmo yatho bhaktir adhokshaje ahaytuki apratihataye atma suprasida. That is the only thing that will satisfy. Everything else is a compromise. So Srila Prabhupada, because he wants to make us happy, we call him Ocean of Mercy. Srila Prabhupada is an ocean of mercy. Srila Prabhupada, there are so many examples of Srila Prabhupada's mercy. I was listening to Srila Prabhupada's memories, and a senior disciple of Srila Prabhupada, His Grace Madhu Dvisha Prabhu, he tells a very charming story. He says, when I received my initiation, I asked Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, what is the meaning of my name? Madhu Dvisha. Srila Prabhupada says, it is a name of Krishna. Yes, but Prabhupada, what does it mean, Madhu Dvisha? Prabhupada says, Krishna, who is envious of Madhu. So, Madhu Dvisha Prabhu was surprised. What? Krishna being envious? He said, Prabhupada, how can Krishna be envious? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srila Prabhupada very coolly replied, no, Krishna is envious also. Madhu is a demon, and therefore Krishna envies him. Krishna wants to finish him. So he killed with the Sudarshan Chakra, he beheaded Madhu. So he's envious. Yes, Krishna is envious. Madhu Dvisha. And you are the servant of Krishna who is envious of Madhu. So Madhu Dvisha Prabhu accepted that. Then Madhu Dvisha Prabhu was serving Srila Prabhupada in India. And Srila Prabhupada was supposed to go on a very short trip to Africa, to Nairobi. Because Brahmananda Prabhu had invited Srila Prabhupada there to do deity installation of Radha Krishna in the Nairobi temple. So it was supposed to be a short trip, just 1 week. And then Srila Prabhupada was going to fly out. So normally Srila Prabhupada traveled, this is in the 1970s when Srila Prabhupada is Jet Age Parivrajaka Acharya. He's the founder Acharya of ISKCON, and he's not only guiding his fledgling disciples, but he's also expanding rapidly in all the continents inhabited by mankind. And Srila Prabhupada is also wanting to give the most precious thing to all of us, and that is his translations and Bhakti Vedanta purports. So Srila Prabhupada is managing an international society. He is training and teaching his disciples, and he is traveling and he is translating. Imagine. And Srila Prabhupada is already in his mid-70s. So Srila Prabhupada would not travel alone. He traveled extensively, but he did not travel alone. He traveled with generally a personal servant who would cook for him, a personal secretary who would handle all the mail and assist Srila Prabhupada in all ways. And he would also travel with a Sanskrit editor, because Srila Prabhupada was working on his books on Srimad Bhagavatam. So he would travel with a Sanskrit editor. So there would be a cook, a personal servant, a secretary, a Sanskrit editor. So it was a team of 3 or 4 devotees who would always travel with Prabhupada at this time. But because this was such a short trip, and there were many services for the devotees to do, for Srila Prabhupada's inner circle to do, it was decided that Srila Prabhupada would travel only with Madhudvisha Prabhu, who was Prabhupada's servant. So Madhudvisha Prabhu became the personal servant. He became the personal secretary. He became the cook. He became the masseuse to give massage to Srila Prabhupada. And he became the Sanskrit editor and everything put together, one person. So Srila Prabhupada got on a flight from India to Nairobi, Africa, with Madhudvisha Prabhu. But as they were going to start the journey, they got a message from Brahmananda Maharaj that the deity is broke. Hare Krishna. The deity is broke. And Srila Prabhupada said, according to the Shastras that deal with deity worship, Hari Bhakti Vilas and others, if a murti of Krishna is broken, then it cannot be installed. You cannot do Prana Pratisthapana. So we need new deities. So immediately, Madhudvisha Prabhu was sent to Jaipur to get Radha Krishna deities. And somehow he arranged and he brought them. And they got on the flight. But there is no one traveling with Srila Prabhupada except Madhudvisha Prabhu. So he has to carry Prabhupada's luggage. He has to carry Radha and Krishna and everything alone. Because Srila Prabhupada is in his mid-70s. He can only carry his own briefcase, which has very important things. His white suitcase, white briefcase. So they get on the flight, and to get on, it was so difficult at the airport once they go to the boarding area, because he has to carry Krishna, Madhudvisha Prabhu, keep him in a place, then go carry Radharani, keep with Krishna, then go get the suitcase, keep it with Radha and Krishna, then again take Krishna, carry him some distance away. So it's very difficult. But he does it. And they get on the flight. And Madhudvisha Prabhu, he says that when they got on the flight, Srila Prabhupada asked him, so Madhudvisha, now that we are on the flight, are you ready to fight? So he didn't understand. He said, what? Are you ready to fight? What does it mean? Srila Prabhupada said, yes, I want to train you how to fight. I want to train you how to fight the nonsense philosophies that exist. Because as preachers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, we have to be very expert. We have to be praveen in what we do. So you must know how to defeat all the arguments. So you be a Mayavadi, you pretend to be a Mayavadi, and I will be the devotee, and we will fight, we will argue. So come on, start. So Madhudvisha Prabhu, he was few years into Krishna consciousness, yes, but he was not prepared to debate with a spiritual master like this. But he said, oh, that's okay. Prabhupada is going to play the role of a devotee. I'm going to play the role of a Mayavadi. So it's okay. I will learn some new things about Krishna consciousness. So he started arguing as a Mayavadi, and Prabhupada started cutting down each and every argument very systematically. And within few minutes, Madhudvisha Prabhu was thoroughly defeated by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada playing the role of a devotee, and Madhudvisha Prabhu playing the role of a Mayavadi. So he accepted defeat. Prabhupada, I am defeated. Your arguments are too logical and too scripturally sound, and I have nothing to say. I accept defeat. Srila Prabhupada smiled, said, okay, very good. All right, so now you know all the arguments of a devotee. So Madhudvisha Prabhu said, yes, Prabhupada, yes, I know. So Prabhupada told him, okay, so now you play the role of a devotee, and I will play the role of a Mayavadi, and let's fight, let's debate. It's all happening on a flight. So Madhudvisha Prabhu thought that, now I have already heard all the arguments, all those verses from Srila Prabhupada that defeat Mayavad philosophy. So it should not be a problem. I should be able to debate nicely. So it started. And Srila Prabhupada was so expert that playing the role of a Mayavadi, he thoroughly defeated Madhudvisha Prabhu. Thoroughly defeated him. And he He couldn't argue with what Srila Prabhupada was saying. It was so powerful. So then Srila Prabhupada laughed and he said, yes, therefore you have to read the books. Therefore you have to read the books. Because sometimes people with wrong philosophies can present very strong arguments. So I want my disciples to be so well read in our Krishna consciousness books that you should be able to defeat all such arguments. That's why I'm teaching and training you. Now you can train others in this. So this is a very nice, when we are going somewhere, we have some time at our hands. This is how we should do. We can debate different philosophies, not with the intention of fighting, but with the intention of strengthening our own faith and our own understanding of Krishna consciousness. So while flying over the Arabian Sea, flying over the ocean, Srila Prabhupada is manifesting his oceanic love by teaching his fledgling disciples how to become expert. Because unless they become expert, after Srila Prabhupada departs, they will not be able to hold the weight of the movement. They have to shoulder the responsibilities in Srila Prabhupada's absence. Out of his love, Srila Prabhupada is preparing them. They arrived in Nairobi. And again, Madhudvisa Prabhu, he picks up Krishna, carries him a few feet away, places him down, goes, picks up Radharani, brings, goes, picks up the trunk, brings. And Srila Prabhupada is being very patient with him, appreciating his service out of his love. That he is playing the role of a personal servant, secretary, masseuse, and cook, and Sanskrit editor, and everything. So Prabhupada was very appreciative and very patient. They come to the departures area where the passengers are picked up at the airport, Nairobi airport. In those days, of course, there were no cell phones. And there is no one there at the airport. Just no one. Madhudvisa Prabhu and Srila Prabhupada are standing there by the curbside. There's just no one to pick them up. They didn't know what to do. So finally, one Hindu person who lived in Nairobi, he also had taken the same flight. And his family had come in a car to pick him up. And he saw Prabhupada standing there by the curbside. So he walked up to Srila Prabhupada and he said, "Are you Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada?" Prabhupada said, "Yes." And he said, "Oh, based on the flyers and the advertising, I thought you are arriving tomorrow in Nairobi." So apparently there was some communication hassle, and it was miscommunicated to the Nairobi devotees, to Brahmananda Prabhu, that Srila Prabhupada was arriving the next day, whereas the ticket was for the previous day. So someone had dropped the ball somewhere, and no one was prepared for Srila Prabhupada's arrival. So this Indian fellow who lived in Nairobi, he happened to be at the airport, and he said, "Prabhupada, I know where your temple is, so I will take you to the Krishna temple. You can come in my car." So Srila Prabhupada sat, and Madhudvisa Prabhu, he placed Radha Krishna in the car, and he also sat next to Srila Prabhupada, and they were driven to the temple. And when they arrived at the temple, knock, 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 knock. They knocked, and there was no response. The door was locked. So they had to really bang on the door. And finally, Brahmananda Prabhu came, and he opened the door, and he saw Prabhupada face to face. "Yeah, Prabhupada," he offered his obeisance, "Prabhupada, you are supposed to come tomorrow." Prabhupada became very grave. He said, "Where is my room?" Said, "Oh, Prabhupada, there is no room. Your room is not ready. We thought you were coming tomorrow." "Where is my room?" Prabhupada asked. And Brahmananda said, "Oh, come, Prabhu, we'll take you." And then all the devotees were running helter-skelter and trying to, finish things. The paint was wet. The floors were not ready. Prabhupada's bed was not ready. Vyasasana was not ready. Nothing was ready. Everybody was in a state of panic. But somehow they made some arrangements in a room for Srila Prabhupada to stay. Because Srila Prabhupada's method of work was, wherever he would arrive, whatever time zone, whatever country, he would immediately fit right into that time zone. If it is 12 noon, Srila Prabhupada would be doing what he does at 12 noon. If Prabhupada arrived at 7 o'clock in the morning, he would, as soon as he arrived, he would go for a morning walk because that was his routine at 7 o'clock. So he would follow his schedule. He would just blend into the schedule wherever he arrived. That was Srila Prabhupada's miracle. There was no jet lag for Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada immediately got down to his routine, and Madhudisa Prabhu had the task of doing all the services for Srila Prabhupada. That was done by 4 devotees. He had to do it single-handedly. Because all the devotees in Nairobi, they were very busy with the deity installation and the big program and festivities that were going to be held. So there was no one to serve Srila Prabhupada. Everybody was doing other services, and everybody thought that Madhudisa Prabhu has come with Prabhupada, he will do it. But then what happened was, Madhudisa Prabhu got jaundice, he got hepatitis, and he had nausea, he had loss of appetite, he had severe weakness, fever, and he couldn't do a thing for Srila Prabhupada. He was just on the bed, and everyone else was busy with other services. And Madhudisa Prabhu was feeling so bad, he couldn't even stand up because of extreme weakness. And Prabhupada entered into his servant room, and Madhudisa Prabhu said, I tried to get out of my bed and offer my obeisance. And Srila Prabhupada said, no, that's all right. You don't have to offer obeisances. You're not well. I came to check on you. And Srila Prabhupada saw him that he has got jaundice. And Srila Prabhupada personally prepared the food, sugarcane juice or whatever was required for Madhudisa Prabhu to recover from his jaundice. Srila Prabhupada personally, with his own hands, nursed him back to health. And Srila Prabhupada did single-handedly all the services that were required. The services of his servant, his secretary, of his Sanskrit editor, all the services of the cook, all the services Srila Prabhupada did himself. And he took care of Madhudisa Prabhu as the Acharya. Although his Acharya, he was taking care of his own disciple. Srila Prabhupada is the ocean of love. He was giving sugarcane juice, asking him how he's feeling, whether he's able to eat and drink okay, medicine for his fever, telling him to take rest. Everything Srila Prabhupada was personally supervising. And he was doing his translations. And he was responding to his letters, reading them, typing replies, signing them, all single-handedly Srila Prabhupada did for 1 full week without a complaint. This shows how unassuming, how humble Srila Prabhupada is. And Madhudisa Prabhu was feeling so bad that I came here to serve Prabhupada, but instead of serving him, I am taking service from Srila Prabhupada. I'm feeling so bad. And the day they were leaving, that day, his health recovered. He had some strength and he was feeling okay. He was feeling strong enough to travel and he was feeling strong enough to do his services. And he was filled with guilt that I could do nothing in this entire trip. Srila Prabhupada was working so hard. I'm so useless. Understanding, although he didn't speak anything, understanding his heart, how he was feeling very sad in his heart. Srila Prabhupada on his own, he came and he embraced Madhudisa Prabhu and patted him on his shoulder and said, that's all right. Even though he didn't say anything, that I'm feeling very bad, I couldn't. Prabhupada knew. Paramatma revealed everything to Srila Prabhupada. That's all right. So this shows Srila Prabhupada's oceanic love. I have got some 5 or 6 pastimes here written down, but it's already 1 hour, so I will stop. But we should all read Srila Prabhupada Leelamrit. We should hear memories, and Srila Prabhupada's disciples have written such wonderful books about Srila Prabhupada's pastimes. So we should read all these books. Every time a new book comes, I buy it. Vishakha Devi writes a book, I buy it. His Holiness Giriraj Maharaj writes a book, I buy it. Whatever, wherever, all these books are there, we should keep buying them. Ocean of Mercy by Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. TKG Diary by Srila Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. All these books we should buy. There are amazing pastimes of Srila Prabhupada in these books. What is the Difficulty by Shrutakirti Prabhu. Transcendental Diary by Hari Shauri Prabhu. So all these books we should buy. A Life of Unalloyed Devotion by Yamuna Devi. So many books are there. Prabhupada Leela is like a full library. And we have got this human form of life, So let us utilize it in immersing ourselves in Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit, in Srila Prabhupada's pastimes, so that we develop love for Srila Prabhupada and we develop commitment to Srila Prabhupada's mission, which is not different from the mission of Shri Siddhanta Saraswati, who is Sachi Sudha Priya Ati, Krishna Sevaya Jara Tulana. There is no comparison to the service of these great Mahabhagavats who have come into our lives. So Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for such a wonderful class. Good morning. For such a wonderful class. It was very, very nice to hear the word-to-word meaning of that entire poem, and very lovely pastime you narrated. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you for setting the right mood on this appearance day. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Very enlightening class. Bhagavad Prabhupada's Gauri. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
We'll stop here because at noon, it's noon now. Most of our temples we are having Pushpanjali and
yes.
We'll end it here. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Let's all offer our obeisances to Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas.
Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, such a nice story and pastimes. Thank you.